To make my hair look less insane. Okay, thanks. Um, Elimination, that was crazy. Well, I was really bummed. Ugh. So basically, Peyton gave me his power just in case Dylan like suspected that he was going, and so I had to use it and vote out Dylan, and it was really awful because Dylan I think was easily the player to beat in this game. He's so smart, he's so likable, and I really wanted to work with him, but honestly, I could just never get past the fact that like he probably voted for me early on, and like if Mandy had won immunity on live night, the first live night, it would have been me going, and he just like he's very smart, he's very good at this game, and there's been times he's kind of, somewhat targeted me or said my name, and I just thought it's just too late in the game to be forming new alliances and trusting people I haven't worked with at this point. So even though I really wanted to work with him and Amir, I just didn't think it was the best game move. Um, so when the votes were read, I was really sad and devastated, but obviously I knew what was coming. What was the other thing you said? What the elimination was running your head. Yeah. And then so Dylan left, and I didn't expect it to blow up Amir's game quite as much as it did. Because I just kind of assumed Amir would end up being alone. But then like Alyssa and Peyton are obviously really gunning for Amir. And now that we are in this final five, we can kind of dictate who goes. It's like not really sure what to do about that. Um, Being the only person safe this round is kind of nice. I love not having to stress out too much about it. Although it is suck because obviously like Chef is in a little bit of hot water because of me. So hopefully like nobody does anything insane and like votes him out as like revenge against me, but we'll see. Um, Hopefully that's not the case. I knew that was gonna happen. So when Dylan gave Alyssa both his powers, I knew that was gonna happen. But luckily, um, Jeff has a power where he can steal one, and then hopefully, as long as she's like comfortable with us until final five, she won't even use them. It's definitely like a worrisome thing, but it was also like Dylan with those powers too is even more worrisome because he's never afraid to use them. He does such crazy unpredictable things that at least like in the hands of Alyssa, they're a little less predictable. Hmm. My strategy moving forward. I'm really hoping I just have to be putting in like a lot of FaceTime with her. Um, because she's obviously very smart, and I think it's some oh. So my strategy moving forward and working my way through these rounds. I'm just hoping like with Alyssa, I'm hoping I can just like keep putting in FaceTime with her um and just make sure she won't use it against me. I mean, that's what I'm hoping because I know sometimes she's worried about me and like she's obviously a threat to my game if she chooses to be, but hopefully she thinks I'm also a threat to her game if she like does something against me. But we'll see. Um, and yeah, it's just like as long as she feels good with Peyton, and as long as Peyton feels good with me, maybe we'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, with the rounds and basically like I'm just gonna be trying to win literally every single competition and then just talking to people a lot. don't know. Elimination is tomorrow, and I don't know what my thoughts are on who I'm voting. Because I really don't want to vote for Amir. That was never my intention, like to completely blow up Amir's game. Like obviously he has to go at some point, but I didn't really want it to be as such a direct result of what I was doing. So I definitely want to ask the group if they're cool if like if everyone's voting Amir, if I could just vote Jesse or somebody. Because then it would be um I mean, he would still go, but at least he wouldn't have all of us voting against him. But honestly, like if Peyton feels bad about him, I might just try to sway the vote to Jesse, um, and hope for the best. Because honestly, like she is such a wild card. I don't ever know what she's doing, and she won't talk to us. And so it's like she's if her being gone is the same as Amir being gone. For me, it's just with Amir, I like him more. Like obviously, because I talk to him. I have an alliance that I made early in the game called PPA and one called Level Headed, and now the group of five with the same people minus a huge group. Uh, Definitely Level Headed. Level Headed because it's our final group. Gosh, we need a new name for that, even though it's too late now. What a stupid name. Anyway, um, but that one is the one I'm most loyal to because it's easiest. I mean, Jeff, like, it seems like he'll at least like kind of be loyal to me over other people, although he definitely has made it clear he's gonna throw me to the curb if ever there's an opportunity for him to get out of something and not me. Um, but Duke also like I don't know why. I mean, Duke always seems to want to go with our plans, which I really appreciate, even though sometimes we don't always like trust him on things, which was I think a mistake on my part and hopefully won't be my downfall. But like yeah, Levelhead is definitely one I'm the most loyal to. I really wanted to stay loyal to PPA all the way to the end, but unfortunately, the reason we couldn't do that is because of Amir. Because Amir started like really feeling the doubts about Duke and Peyton like kind of early, and it was like there was no reason to, and it was really unfortunate because obviously we were always on different crews, so it was kind of difficult to always like stay in communication and like talk about certain things because like if you're in danger of being voted out and someone's completely safe, it's kind of a waste of time to be talking to them, especially when like you have to be putting in time to save yourself with other people. So it was just kind of a bummer that the PPA kind of fell apart slightly, but again, like I think that unfortunately that was just because Amir like really started fueling into these doubts with Duke. My confessionals are so boring. Any facts and thoughts? This game changed the dynamic. I mean, yeah, the cruise ship thing definitely. I mean, the fact that we had to change crews every time really like messed with my game. Because that's like kind of what happened with Noah when we started working together is it was like it was impossible to tell if people are just being like genuinely want to work with you or if they're just doing it because it's like hey we both don't want to go this round, let's work together, and then like everything kind of falls apart in the end. And it's really like just a communication game, like who can keep up the most communication with the most people. Um, like that's kind of the name of the game. Like, because I've definitely had to fake it with people that I didn't want to work with. I mean, obviously, like Dylan, it's like I actually genuinely wanted to work with Dylan. Um, oh, I genuinely wanted to work with Dylan, like in the beginning of the game, because he seemed really smart. He was into reality TV, and I was like, oh, we have stuff in common. But then, like, of course, we just having a crisis with Jeff is doing something stupid. Sorry. Um, anyway, so, um, but like, so Dylan, I actually genuinely wanted to work with at the beginning of the game. Um, but yeah, like toward the end, it's like whenever Mir proposed this thing, it's like, well, it's hard to say no. And then, um, but obviously it's like you can't work with everybody and you can't trust everybody, especially when it's been like so long in the game. Sorry, I'm rambling. It's always something. It's 1 a.m. I think nothing, no drama would be happening right now. Oh, this game. I'm so sad Dylan's gone. I have a feeling that was just really stupid, but he was just the best player. But now it might be boring, and that would suck. Oh well. Alright. That's all I have.